on this drive. 41 yards to Hartline, and then the 35-yard touchdown pass. What a catch by Brandon Marshall.
Well, it's one-on-one coverage on the outside.
Number 41 in the defense. Penalty will be declined. The result of the play, touchdown.
Oh, look at Terrence Newman just trying to stop the touchdown. He knew he was in trouble, but you saw in person Brandon Marshall on the field before the game, and you went, wow, when you see him in person, he's tall, he's big, and you understand why he can fight through situations like that and make the catch.
Yes, he can. Physical receiver. And the extra point makes it 16-10 Dolphins. Winners of 3 straight. Trying to upset the Cowboys in their house on Thanksgiving. Their first touchdown of the day. More to Marshall and the lead. Had 5 completions on the whole year that went for 35 yards or more. They have 3 already today, including 2 on that last drive.
If you're going to play him like that, man-to-man coverage, Dolphins did the right thing. Challenge him down the field.
And Felix Jones is sandwiched at the 23. Well, for more than 30 years, it's been the most watched show on cable. The must-see show the pros watch. Unscripted, unrehearsed, unpredictable. JB and Phil, along with Warren and Chris, inside the NFL, Wednesdays on Showtime.
I know a lot of people are going to say, they go, well, the Cowboys are flat. They took this team for granted. They're 3-7. No, they didn't. They practiced hard. They thought they were ready.
Bennett with the catch. They've barely been on the field here in this third quarter, as Bennett has a gain of 7. Jason Garrett came back from Washington from that overtime win on Sunday and then never went home. Came right in, started breaking down film. Had about a 24-hour stretch at the complex before he was able to make it. It's such a difficult thing to prepare for, the turnaround for the short week. The Cowboys have a lot of experience at it.
I think they knew what they were up against too. And we heard it when we were there all day on Tuesday. What type of team they were going against. Big, physical, and confident.
False start. Number 68 offense, 5-yard penalty. Remains second down.
You know, in visiting with Jason Garrett this season, it was fascinating to hear him tell the story about how much he learned observing Duke basketball after last season. Coach K invited him to Duke and allowed him to stay around the team for 3 days over a weekend, sat behind a bench for a game, watched them at every practice, every film session.
Built up about 3 notebooks, he said, of information, how to run in practice. But I thought the biggest thing, Jim, was he learned that you really got to deal with the emotions of the player and try to reach them that way.
Romo lobs it, and there is Witten with the catch. Witten's first catch of the game, and somehow Romo was able to get the pass away with Starks all over him.
Well, it's the pressure. Randy Starks all over Tony Romo. Tony Romo really throws an ill-advised throw here. And Vontae Davis, he didn't know what to do. He didn't know how to attack it because it hangs in the air. And of course, Jason Witten, being as big as he is, hard to get around him.
Cowboy first down, and Romo able to somehow adjust. What a pass. And it is Murray tiptoeing down the sideline. A sack for certain, it appeared. Instead, it's a gain of 17. Cameron Wake had him.
Boy, you're talking about a special play. I think we started out, we said the philosophy, Tony Romo able to be careful with the football. Yes, he's thrown 2 interceptions today, but make those type of plays. That's what separates him from a lot of quarterbacks in this league.
And again, his coach talked to us about how he has a sense of calm about him. Making adjustments, making the plays as he hands it off to Murray. And Dansby has hold of him after a 3-yard gain.
I mean, you're the Miami defense, Jim. You go twice. We got him, sack him. He gets a completion. Dead to rights, he's going to take a big sack, spins out of it, completes another pass. So it's game-changing plays. The Dolphins are getting 3 runners at Tony Romo and getting nothing out of it.
On 2nd and 6. He's got Robinson. And they rule it a catch. Right in front of Sean Smith. 4th catch of the game for Robinson. Good for 14.
Again, slot receiver coming down the field. Sean Smith, he thinks he's going underneath to get the interception. Just misses the football. Pinpoint throw. Good route by Robinson.
First down, Dallas. Murray outside. Murray collides a couple of times. Takes a couple of big hits, including Chris Clemens. No gain.
You can see the Cowboys, they got a little rhythm. They're trying to quicken the pace.
He also did not give the Dolphins a lot of time before that snap to even think about challenging the Robinson catch on the sideline as we move to within 20 seconds of the end of the 3rd quarter. Tony 4 of 4 on this drive to 4 different targets. Got a 2nd and 10. And Robinson again. And Robinson is taken down. Gain of 7. That will end the quarter. Miami leads it after 3, 16-10. And you're watching the NFL on CBS.
They're fighting for playoff spots.
And we wish you a happy Thanksgiving. Jim Nance, Phil Simms, and all the crew here. Lance Barrow, our producer, Mike Arnold, our director, and great to be here again in Dallas on Thanksgiving Day. And the Marshall taking on oxygen after scoring the touchdown. Let's put the Dolphins in front, but Dallas is threatening, starting the 4th. With a 3rd and 3. And Witten makes the catch, and again, Romo doing a great job of getting away before he's knocked down. It's a 1st down. It was Dansby in on the quarterback this time, and Witten, he takes down a cheerleader. As somehow Romo makes another sensational play here.
It's the blitz. The running back does not see Dansby on the blitz. Tony Romo takes another big shot. How about that? 3 plays. I mean, this drive is all Tony Romo. 3 times this drive, he's gotten it done, and look out.
She just saw herself on the replay.
And just think if that was you or me, Jim, we'd be
injured. 1st and 10.
Way.
And Romo thought about running with it. Now fires it in zone, and it is caught. What a catch! It's Robinson for the 2nd time today in the end zone.
I'm not kidding you. That's one of the best drives a quarterback can have in the NFL this season. Getting out of trouble, taking a big hit, moving out of the pocket once again. LaRon Robinson came from the far outside, the right, and ran all the way across the field. His job, get to the back of the end zone, keep running, another perfect throw.
Pretty nice catch, too. Robinson now with 7 touchdowns over the course of 5 games. And Dallas with that extra point is up by 1. Romo was 7 for 7 on that drive with a couple of great escapes and has the touchdown toss. Jason Witten of the Cowboys visited Annie Webb Blanton Elementary School, participating in the Play 60 Ultimate PE class. His coach Garrett also getting involved here today. This is, of course, something that the league has been very involved with since 2007. Play 60, a national youth health and fitness campaign encouraging youngsters to be active for at least 60 minutes a day.
Jimmy Robinson, wide receiver coach, talking to receivers. Tony Romo, how about that smile? You got to know, hey, listen, Wade Wilson, the quarterback coach, man, the throws, the tight coverage.
12 weeks into the season, how many better drives have you seen than that by a quarterback?
That's what I've seen.
Gates fails to make it to the 20. A 21-yard run back.
Well, Jim, you and I talk about LaRon Robinson to the coaches all the way back, all the way across the field. Watch the safety that's back in the middle, too. He can't even, LaRon Robinson, when he gets back of the end zone, the safety looks him up and he's going so fast they can't catch up. So that is an excellent job by LaRon Robinson staying involved in the play.
That is Phil in control of the clicker, rewinding the network.
Yeah, I forgot to rewind it because I was too busy watching the play. But that is just never give up.
I think I saw you just take it past All in the Family and Mary Tyler Moore before you brought it back to the game. As Moore has an open target, it's Hartline, and he has the catch at the 32. These quarterbacks are in sync in this second half.
They truly are. And, you know, a lot of times it takes Hartline bottom of your screen now. They've gone deep a few times. That'll get defenders off of you. But, you know, too, Jim, offensive linemen like anybody else, like if you're a shooting guard, you got to get some shots. In offensive linemen, it's the same way. They got to get a feel for those defensive linemen. And it seems like late in the games, offensive linemen usually win those battles.
Bush with Lex Hilliard in front of him. Run of it, Reggie. That's outside, and stiff arm to no effect as Scandrick stays with him. No gain.
Talk about Tony Sparano. You know, Jim, we said it. We thought this game would be tough and close. Tony Sparano, the three-game win streak. We asked him, what's the big difference?
He changed everything. After their 7th loss, after 0-7, he changed everything the way they did it. Practice schedules, film sessions, stretching, everything was done differently.
He did everything against all that he believes in as a head coach or a coach in the NFL. No pads at practice.
2nd and 10, dumping it to Bush. Ware is there, trips him up first, and then he's finished off by Keith Brooking.
You know, the other thing, and he was talking about all that, on Wednesdays he brings his players in at 11 o'clock to give them extra time to rest, and look what has happened. The players, they play hard. He goes, I worry about getting them enough rest, get them healthy, get them fast, and they played much better the last 3 weeks.
The man who took over a 1-15 franchise, and they went 11-5 his first year and won the AFC East, matching the best single-season turnaround in NFL history. And they're in the midst of a big mid-season turnaround this year as Moore trying to fight through it, no chance. Ware is there. There's a flag at midfield. There's a flag down. Ratliff also got to him.
Illegal contact. Number 26, defense. 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Well, that's Abram Elam coming down the field against Anthony Fasano, right in the middle of the field. That little move, reaches out, grabs him with both arms.
And it's that contact.
Good call.
It's that contact that negates the sack and gives the Dolphins the first down at the 42. And it's Brookings in on another play. No gain. James spikes it as they push the rookie back.
Cowboys just storming the front line right now. Just trying to overpower the offensive line of the Miami Dolphins. Keith Brooking, 51, reads it properly, stays in his lane. Anthony Spencer comes from the outside.
Second and 10 with 11.5 to go. And Marshall almost able to reel it in. Incomplete. Barry Church on the coverage.
Well, you're a quarterback. Anytime you think you have a chance to throw it to Brandon Marshall down the field, you want to. Barry Church has contact. That stops the incompletion. When Marshall's coming out of the cut, They ran into each other. That was the difference.
I'll tell you, Bush was open underneath, and he had his arms up wanting it. Went for the longer pass instead. It's incomplete. Setting up a 3rd and 10.
Not even getting in the shotgun after a couple bad snaps.
Bess, great catch. First down, Miami. Devon Bess pulled it in with one hand, 24 yards.
Well, it's just a nice play down the middle of the field. Bess goes this way, the safeties go out. Nice read, good protection, and it happens right into the rhythm of the play. Did you see the little move inside by Devon Bess? Watch it. This little fake, that's enough. You saw Skander kind of have to shuffle his feet. In the NFL, a half a step, you're wide open.
First down, and Bush has 4 off the right side. Still never got him to the ground. Again, at the end of the game, we're going to select the Phil Simms All-Iron MVP Award. And you fans can help decide the winner by voting now online at CBSSports.com.
Yeah, Jim, I'm sorry. We're just giving some suggestions, and who do you think deserves that award? But, of course, it's changing by every series.
Yep.
You know, it was, first off, it was the corners for Miami. Then I looked and I said, man, this Mike Pouncey's having a great game. Then Tony Romo has the drive of the day.
Robinson with a couple of touchdown catches. Second down, a toss. Bush makes the move. Makes the move to pick up the first. He got away from Butler on that little shift right after taking the pitch. Gains 12 and a first.
Man, that was special. Butler not fooled. Does a wonderful job on the outside. Stays in position. Forces him in. Where's the help? Nobody hustling from behind. Lismore, 95, finally makes the play. How about that plant and go up the field? One thing we've seen from Reggie Bush today, Jim, I think you can see that he's determined. He wants to be that running back that gets to do it all. He has proven to me that he can take it between the tackles and get some yards.
He's got another handle here. And he's going to give back 2. That gives him 14 carries for 62 yards. As he had that big screen pass earlier in the game that went for over 30.
Guess I just jinxed him every time I say something about it. But it's unbelievable. But there was nothing he can do. Even Jim Brown couldn't have got out of that. Well, maybe.
Inside of 9 minutes to go. And the ball at the Dallas 20.
Once again, know the situation, know the score, play accordingly.
Moore has Fasano, who steps out with another Miami first and a flag for the late hit on Walker. The hit well out of bounds after the 13-yard gain.
Well, if it's against Dallas, that's a big deal.
Personal foul and necessary roughness. Late hit, out of bounds, number 25 defense. Half the distance to the goal, automatic first down.
First off, good route. Fasano down the field. Excellent throw by Matt Moore. He is striping it now. And then going out of bounds, the late hit. And why it's a big deal, Jim, the 7 to the 3.5 changes everything. You know, you're on the 7-yard line, you're going, well, can we run it? I don't know. We shouldn't waste it down. Now, you can just say, hey, we're going to run it in there 3 times to see what happens.
First and goal to go. At the 8-minute mark, it's Bush, and he is pancaked. That's Coleman.
Well, it happened so fast, I couldn't even see what went wrong. They blew the blocking assignments.
We got a Miami player down. Carey is injured, and we'll be right back to Dallas. Vernon Carey helped off to the sideline, the former first-round pick out of the University of Miami, and Nate Garner has replaced him at right guard as the Dolphins down 1, 7:51 remaining, have second and goal from the 5.
Yeah, the Dolphins, Jim, they're just not executing well. That play was there. They messed up the blocking assignments. Coleman comes unblocked, makes the tackle.
Thomas is the running back behind Moore. Fake to the rookie and throw. And the ball is alive. And hold on a minute. Ruled incomplete.
Yeah, Pete Morelli, what they should do, they wait a little longer. Finally, you can see, I thought I could see the hand coming forward with the football in it. Anthony Spencer from the outside.
Does that convince you?
No. Jason Garrett.
No challenge from the Dallas sideline.
Yeah, I'm not convinced. It's so close. Such a big play.
3rd and goal. And Moore fires it back in the end zone. Tipped away. Tipped away by Abram Elam. His heart line looked to be open for a moment. Great play by Elam.
Good job by Matt Moore getting outside. Anthony Spencer goes inside to take the chance.
Oh, well, hold on a minute. It was just a little behind him. Thought Elam had gotten more on it.
Yeah, he did the right thing. The defender's never looking. If he throws in front, it's going to be a touchdown. Hard to do. He was running hard to his right.
23 yards for the lead back for the 4th field goal of the day. Timeout. Dallas will come back with Miami attempting to take the lead.
Many people on the field, they finally realize it.
This will be our 4th lead change of the game. And Graham is good. 4 out of 5 for the day. Miami back in front. 19-17, 4th quarter. Miami has just tied its longest drive of the season, 14 plays that is. It leads to a field goal and the lead. A little more than 7 minutes to play. Felix Jones, the first player to ever touch a football here at Cowboys Stadium 3 years ago. And the short kick to set up Dallas at the 26.
This is the most American game played.
When we graduate, we'll be on the same team. But when we're on that field, we do not like each other.
They're there for a special reason. It's not just about the football.
A game of honor. Showtime December 21st with a prelude to a game of honor next Saturday. And you can catch all the stories on CBS Sports Line, our webisodes. There's Bob Wishney talking about honor. His young son, Ensign Eric Wishney, surprising his mom coming home today. He's been on the USS Enterprise, serving over in the Persian Gulf and coming home. And Dad will be home tomorrow. We're thrilled for the Wishney family. Bob's such a long-time part of everything we do at CBS Sports.
And we got to give him a little credit, too. We have the Turkey Bowl every year on Tuesday night before Thanksgiving. And Bob, once again, high bowler of the night.
Yeah, what did he say? That's 8 times or something?
It's a lot.
Why don't you pair me with him next year?
Well,
What do you have, a 195?
195 was the high score for the group, yeah.
Cowboys with the completion to Robinson, his 7th catch of the game. He's having a huge afternoon. 2nd down and 6. Across the middle. They've got Murray. And Murray's taken off to the 48. He got away from Dansby. Takes it for 18.
That was just an excellent job. Tony Romo, it's a zone coverage, so he really he made it happen. He looked all over the field. I think he looks down the middle, looks left. Did that little shoulder twitch. It made the defense expand. That's why DeMarco Murray was so wide open inside. You know, just overcoming the rough start, Tony Romo. You know, he's just got such a library of good plays and good moments. He's able to overcome a really bad start.
Well, he's completed his last 9. Make it 10. Well, that's well defended. Murray is pushed back by Burnett. And that lost a yard. Well, look what's just arrived here, Phil.
Yep. Got those trophies ready. Thank everybody for bringing them here for us.
Yeah, the Arlington Police Department, the Detective of the Year, Donna Hubbard, Supervisor of the Year, Sergeant Letitia Watson, bringing the trophies into the stadium earlier today. Second down and 11.
Thank you, Jim.
And almost pass batted down.
But, you know, the Dolphins that time, they found out quick. Mike Nolan, defensive coordinator, goes, if you're going to play zone against the offense like the Cowboys and against Tony Romo, you're going to lose. So what do? They pressure, make it tighter coverage, man-to-man, and you see the defense reacting, pushing the pocket just enough to knock it down.
Big third down for Dallas at the 5-minute mark.
58.
Mike Nolan, D coordinator for the Dolphins. And it's going to be a 3rd and 16 as it turns out. As Free moved early.
False start, number 68 offense. 5-yard penalty remains. 3rd down.
Well, that's said this before, when the Dolphins had it, that's huge because of that extra distance. Now you can play a more conservative defense and just make sure you know where the first down is and stay in that area and drive forward to tackle.
10th penalty of the game against Dallas. Romo improvising again, got a flag. Goes on the run, almost intercepted. And that was Mitchell who got a hand on it. There was a flag.
Holding, number 77 offense. Penalty is declined. 4th down.
They may have been trying to hold back Cameron Wake again.
Right tackle, Smith. Oh, he gets caught. Nice move under by Cameron Wake. I'm not sure Tony Romo wasn't past the line of scrimmage when he threw the football too, but it doesn't matter.
And look at the Cowboys on this formation now shifting around as McBriar was almost on the sideline. The Cowboys had it spread out. Now they shift back in tight. Flag. Best comes up to make the grab at the 22. And traveled 36 yards.
The same problem, I'm just guessing, in a legal formation since they were wide and they had the shift.
Listen, we have an illegal formation, kicking team. Player moved from ineligible to eligible. 5-yard penalty will be added on to the end of the kick. First down, Miami.
That'll give Miami the football at the 27 after they step off the 5 yards. Coming up, the Subway post-game show with JB, Dan, Shannon, Boomer, and Coach Cowher. The complete recap of the game here in Dallas. And Phil, getting closer to you presenting your All-Iron MVP award. We'll be doing that.
You know, we're doing that, and we're getting closer to a crushing defeat for the Dallas Cowboys. 4:47, Jim. They have 2 timeouts. Just a couple first downs by this Dolphin offense would make it extremely tough for the comeback. You see the standings. Cowboys 6-4 with the Giants. How do you think the Eagles are? What are they doing at home? They're going, man, Dallas loses, the Giants have a tough game, we win. We're 1 game out of the lead.
That's right. Giants and the Cowboys still have both matchups to come. Haven't played this season. As Bush is stopped for no gain.
Well, on a short week, Jim, we've had some outstanding play by corners and wide receivers too. Hard line. How about the catch by Brandon Marshall? And Robinson, you've talked about him all day long. The hustle. And Devon Bess, I don't know if I've ever seen him drop one. Later Hawaiian to June Jones.
Pretty good catch by Marshall, too, when he caught the touchdown with Newman grabbing a hold of his neck. Vernon Carey is still out, the right guard, injured on the previous series. Garner in for him. Second down, we'll call it 9. And more slides for a couple. Inside of 4 minutes, and as you said, the Cowboys they used one of those timeouts. They used a timeout when they had too many men on the field.
Right. On
the field goal try that was coming from Miami.
You know, that's instinctive. You just call those timeouts when you have 12 on the field. But even if they'd have got caught, the Miami Dolphins, if it had only been half the distance, they still would have kicked the field goal.
Make it 7 defensive backs in for Dallas. A 3rd and 7. Moore has the time, and that's going just behind Bess. And the ball's coming back to the Cowboys. Scandrick was in on that play.
Yeah, Orlando Scandrick, he has really had a good year for the Dallas Cowboys. Left side of your screen, good protection. They double teamed DeMarcus Ware. The throw was behind, but it wouldn't have mattered. Orlando Scandrick was going to make the tackle short of the first down.
The Cowboys wait to get the returner. At the last second, they send out Des Bryant. Owasu Ansah was going to take it, but instead they send Bryant out, who's a possible game breaker. Bryant shifts past a couple, hits, and Bryant still going out to the 35, and that's what he can bring to it. He was still strapping on his helmet as the ball was in the air. And then he returns it 19 yards after a 56-yard punt.
Yeah, the punt was so good, it gave him that extra time to get a little space to make all these moves. And for a big man, those are a lot of quick moves in a small space.
Good move putting him on the field.
Joe DiCamillo, special teams coach.
They don't put him out there all the time because they're worried about injuries.
Well, sure, you know, he's a big guy, can only get so many plays out of him, but here we go. This is the game. It's 4-down territory for the Dallas Cowboys, most likely.
Inside of 3 minutes, and what has been a good one here on Thanksgiving Day in Dallas. Cowboys go down the sideline, and that's thrown out of bounds. Robinson was over there, so was Sean Smith of Miami.
The only thing that wouldn't make this 4-down, if you throw 3 straight incompletions, you'd still have the 2-minute warning and 2 timeouts to try to stop the Miami Dolphins and get one more shot at it. But if I was the Miami Dolphins, I would play pressure defense. And your corners have been outstanding overall today. Make Tony Romo throw the perfect ball to get the football, the first downs or the completions.
Here's Romo on 2nd and 10. Gets away from the blitz, gets it over to Witten. He's got Holly out there blocking, and Bell bumps him out at the 40 of the Dolphins.
Well, they zone blitz it. They bring a defensive lineman out to look for the pass. He comes across. That's Odrick. No chance. Wide open.
That's pretty good of Holly, holding on to that block that long on Vontae Davis. He's a 4th team, really the 4th option at receiver with Austin out. A stiff
Witten.
arm here.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So just a big gamble I didn't think they had to take.
And first down. It's back to Witten. Bumped out by Burnett. Gain of 6.
Well, one thing, you got to be careful on these sidelines of these games.
Yeah, I mean,
so many dang people standing around. You go out of bounds, you run into you don't know who.
Yeah, Witten's been a wrecking ball out there. You know, accidentally running into a cheerleader earlier. And just had a chance meeting with the Cowboy doctor.
Well, you got to look at it. Cowboys, really, they are in field goal range even right here.
Apologize for some of the words you may have heard from the sideline there. That's Murray. Gets the first down. Brandon DaCosta for a moment is center, but picks up 6.
Well, that's why you run the draw. They're expecting it. They got them off balance. It was a safe call, get you closer, and definitely get you in field goal range.
Coming up, the Subway postgame show. JB, Dan Shannon, Boomer, Coach Cowher. Full recap of this game. And again, the presentation of the All-Iron MVP Award coming up on the Subway postgame show. 2:09 to play. Is another Miami-Dallas Thanksgiving Day game coming down to a field goal, as it did with that infamous Leon Lett game of 1993. 2-minute warning at Dallas.
100% run.
Of course, that last carry was such a big one. They only need a yard for a first. Murray now is 75 on the ground for the day.
You know, Jim, I could hear the blocking by the Cowboys. You could hear the contact as the wide receiver and the lineman contacted the defense.
2nd and 1. Plowing ahead for the first down. It's Murray. And now they're down to about the 18. Would be somewhere around a 35, 36-yard field goal from here.
Well, it's a really good drive. A double team inside. Kozar along with Bill Costa, the center. That double team gave enough space. And DeMarco Murray, how about that? For a big man, can kind of maneuver that body and get in between those blocks to get those yards.
So John Phillips pushing a few Dolphins aside to give Murray the room he needed to pick up that first down. A minute and 8 to go. It's Murray. And he dives ahead 4 yards closer. And Miami takes another timeout. Bill, you asked the fans to vote on CBSSports.com. And they've said DeMarcus Ware, but it's pretty evenly divided.
I think it's a pretty smart by the fans.
This is Tim Love. He's going to be, the Iron Chef from Lonesome Dove, and he's been cooking up his special recipe, the roasted jalapeno pie ingredients here with the Granny Smith apples and the roasted jalapenos and cinnamon and nutmeg. And we still got a lot to sort out here, and Dan Bailey has been pretty cool, this rookie out of Oklahoma State. He won last week's game in overtime on the road, 39-yarder.
Well, I'm pretty sure the Cowboys, they're going to position this football in the middle of the field. Take no chances.
2nd and 6. And it's Murray. Murray dives to the 8. 5 more for Murray.
Well, we've seen it so many times. The blocking up front. Jason Witten gets the edge. Cameron Wakes expecting the run to be inside. DeMarco Murray, I've seen it many times in the last 4 or 5 weeks. He breaks outside for the extra yards. Cowboys could take the play clock down, call a timeout, and kick this on 3rd down. Even though that would leave a few seconds for Miami.
You like the 3rd down option?
I like this choice, yes.
And there you go. With 17 seconds to go.
You know, Jim, going back, even before that play, we were sitting here and I was going, do you let them score? And the answer to that would have been no. They were still far enough back. I'd want to see them try that field goal to make it.
Bailey has made 25 straight, as we mentioned earlier. Now that's the longest active streak in the league. Only 1 miss on the whole year. That was week 2 at San Francisco. He's 26 of 27.
Well, win or lose, impressive drive by the Cowboys. Really, it's just the pressure. Well, you know what? Let me just say this. The players on the field, they don't feel the pressure because it happens so fast in the NFL. You don't have time to think. It's just boom, boom, 1 or 2 seconds. What can you feel in that period of time? Not much. You react to what you see.
We're going to snap it one more time offensively. Center of the bit. The Cowboys have 1 timeout. So Romo steps to his left, surrounded by Phillips and Murray, and they'll bring out Bailey for a straight ahead, straight on 27, maybe 28-yarder. And now they'll take the timeout to make this one play to decide the game. Dan Bailey out of Mustang, Oklahoma.
Well, if the Cowboys win this game, there's no doubt in my mind. Robinson, what a game. DeMarco Murray, but Tony Romo in the clutch, the big touchdown drive, driving them down field here. He would be my pick if they make the field goal, along with DeMarcus Ware, who was outstanding on defense and stopped the touchdown, forced the quarterback to miss some open receivers too.
Romo is the holder. This is a duty he had to take on a couple of weeks ago when McBriar got that drop foot and it was uncomfortable for him to get in the kneeling position. So Romo is the holder. Ladisor to snap it back, and the game comes down to this. 28 yards. Bailey's kick is good, and the Cowboys win it 20-19. The game ends with the 5th lead change of the day. The game winner from 28 yards. These two used to be assistants together here in '07. Romo leads them down the field, and the Cowboys go to 7-4. They end the Dolphins' 3-game win streak.
Well, we watched him kick in practice the other day, Bailey. You even said it. It's sharp. You can hear it, the sound. What a year he's had for the Dallas Cowboys.
Miami did it all it could do there to try to block it. Nolan Carroll went up high as he could. Romo celebrates it. It's a sweet win for Dallas. A hug with his defensive coordinator. Jerry Jones celebrates. Tony Sparano and the Dolphins fought hard all day long, but couldn't come up with it at the end. Well, what a day here in Dallas. Cowboys win it 20-19, and Keith Urban puts the perfect serenade to our Thanksgiving credits on this holiday when the CBS Sports crew wants our loved ones to know we couldn't do it without you.
The top, they did fall behind, and it was a sputtering first half for Jason Garrett's offense on a nice day with the windows open here at Cowboys Stadium. There's the pick by Sean Smith, second of the first half for the Dolphins secondary. Vontae Davis had the other one. That led to a field goal, a 3-0 lead for Miami at that point in the game. And then it's Matt Moore. The bad snap actually goes through his hands, recovered by DeMarcus Ware at the 5-yard line. And on the very next play, the Cowboys offense comes through, and it's that combination, Romo to LaRon Robinson, 5 yards. 3 tight end formation, bunched inside, only one right wide receiver, and LaRon Robinson put the Cowboys up 10-3 with 55 seconds left in the half. It was 10-6 at the half. Then starting the third quarter, here comes Miami back with a couple of drives beyond 70 yards. The chokehold, Terrence Newman on Brandon Marshall right there. It's a 35-yard touchdown for Miami, as the Dolphins making it tough on the Cowboys throughout the afternoon. A 16-10 lead for Miami here when Romo escapes to his left and finds LaRon Robinson in the corner of the end zone to give the Cowboys the lead at 17-16. Of course, the Dolphins come back with a field goal to take the lead at 19-17 from Shane Graham, who of course was in camp with the Cowboys. Then the game winner from Dan Bailey, Mr. Perfect since the San Francisco game. That's 26 in a row. Jerry Jones, a very happy man, and all the Cowboys fans are too. A 20-19 win, Dallas over Miami. Babe Laufenberg is here now, made his way down from the Cowboys radio booth, and we've got the Cowboys owner as well, Jerry Jones. That is a very nice win. And welcome, Babe.
What day is that? What day is this? What is it?
It would be Thursday.
Thanksgiving is what I wanted to answer for, and I'm thankful on today.
There you go.
What a great win for our team. The dressing room is ecstatic. They played hard. On the sideline, the players, to a man, were saying, we're going to win this game. We feel it. We're going to win it. We're going to win it. We're going to get down in a position, and I didn't know how it would, none of us knew, but certainly I liked the way we held the ball, the way that Jason judiciously used Murray, kept the clock running, and got the win. That's called having confidence in your kicker.